Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Hamza, and in today's video, as you guys can see, we did quite well. We are up roughly around $5,000. Actually, earlier today, I was up $5,000 and we were sitting at very close to $160,000. It's crazy because just yesterday at some point we were at $150,000. So between yesterday and today, we managed to make $10,000 in profit on this portfolio, which is absolutely insane. The market did well. I actually considered buying some stock and then I decided not to. However, after I made that decision, post market, so after the market closed, that stock popped, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But before I do, guys, a lot of you have reached out to me for stock tips and information on when I buy these stocks. I post all of that in the community tab. If you guys want that information on which stocks I'm buying and when I am buying them, all you need to do is join in the community tab below. So you see that join button below, you click on it, you join the community, and you will have access every single day to a list and information on when I'm buying and selling stocks, like actually buying and selling stocks. I put that all in the community for the members to see. So if you are a member and you're part of the community, you will be able to know exactly when I'm buying and selling these shares. So just hit join, become a member, and let's make some money together. Now that that's out of the way, let's quickly go over the portfolio. So you guys will notice that I did add DraftKings as a call position in the portfolio. I bought it at the absolute bottom, I believe, what was the absolute bottom for today, and it has gone up since then. Now this is a 1-year call. I do think that DraftKings is gonna do fairly well. I really believe in the company, and I've been doing some research on them. I may purchase more calls on the company, just depending on what cash positions I have. You will also notice that my purchasing power has gone up quite a lot, which means I did sell out of quite a few positions. Actually, I did that yesterday because I made the decision that I'm going to exit large cap purchases and only focus on micro cap companies in this portfolio so that we can grow quicker while managing as much risk as we can on the channel. And of course, as always, I am committed to being transparent, so I am going to be posting these videos after the market closes every day and giving you guys an update on what my portfolio looks like on that day. Whether it's up, down, or sideways, you guys will get to see that every single day. Also, for my short squeeze holders, if you guys are holding, I am holding with you. I'm still in Nokia, I'm still in Dogecoin, and I'm going to continue to hold those positions with you guys in support for the retail investors, which is what we are. Okay, let's get to the next position. So NIO, yesterday I was losing around $2,000 in NIO. I am only losing $125 today. At some point, this was actually up roughly around $1,000. So my NIO calls will pay off. I'm not worried about them. I'm not losing any sleep over my 15 NIO in the money NIO calls. I think those contracts cost me somewhere around $30,000. Let's actually take a look and see what these contracts have costed me so far. The contracts are, there you go, $31,900 is what this contract has cost me. But of course, I have 15 contracts and I'm not too worried about them. I really see NIO very soon hitting $65 a share. So if it does that, I'm going to be good to go. And this portfolio will get closer to $200,000, which is now our next goal, as I think we have safely passed the $150,000 mark. Now that the options are out of the way, let's quickly go over the stocks. I'm going to start with Snow. I am going to sell Snow once I break even because I am trying to get out of that larger cap and move into more volatile stocks. So once Snow breaks even, I am going to get out of it. NIO, I'm holding. Apple is the stock that I was talking about earlier. Apple, actually, let's look at the chart over here really quickly, was underperforming all day, and at about $133, I was like, you know what? I should probably take a little bit of my cash and put it in Apple because I have so much cash sitting on the sidelines. I need to invest it somewhere. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold off. Maybe tomorrow is going to be a better day since everything was green. But then look what happened after market. From 133 all the way to 137 is where Apple settled. So I missed out on that opportunity, but you know what? It's okay. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow there's going to be new opportunities, so we're going to look forward to that. It just sucks when you're right and you have a feeling and you want to jump in and then you miss out, and then exactly what you thought was going to happen happens. But hey, such is the market, such is trading life. This is what it is. No looking back, only looking forward with this portfolio. Jumia is absolutely crushing it. I am looking for an entry point in Jumia as I only have 100 shares. I want to get that up to about 600 shares. So I am going to try to do that, whether it's via option or buying additional shares. I am going to do that on a red day in the market. BNGO absolutely crushing it for me. ACB is one of those shares that I believe I got when I moved into Robinhood, and at the time it was fairly expensive, or I transferred it. I can't remember exactly what happened with ACB. I may have transferred it from my previous account onto Robinhood, and that is why it's currently sitting on my account. It's not something that I remember buying, but hey, I'm going to hold on to it. Cannabis is doing big things in 2021 under the Biden administration, so I'm going to hold on to it and see how much more I can squeeze out of the stock before I sell it. I'm holding on to Square. Square has been a loss for me for quite a while. I'm actually making a profit, and that means I'm going to get out of Square because I want to invest once again in a little more volatile companies. TTCF is doing great for me. Peloton, I'm down. Excel Fleet, once again, I am down. I do not know when Excel Fleet is going to catch a break. I feel like there's a lot of short sellers on Excel Fleet, which is why this stock refuses to move to the upside. NNDM looking good. I am going to add more stocks to that. I did add 50 stocks to my NNDM portfolio yesterday. I will continue to add as I see fit. Open Door is crushing it. At some point, this was a $1,200 gain for me, so I am down from there. However, I am doing fairly well. I am going to continue to hold Open Door in this portfolio. It's actually one of the front runners for me, where I think it'll help me get to that $200,000 mark a little quicker. MLND and NAK are not supposed to be a part of this portfolio, but hey, I have them here, so I'm showing them to you. Like I said, I want to be transparent and show you guys everything that I have. And these are all my micro stocks right here, except for the ARK. I am going to exit these ARK ETFs tomorrow, and that way I will be fully vested or almost fully vested entirely into micro cap companies. I'm going to scroll down quickly here to show you guys what other holdings I have. And remember guys, if you guys ever want to know or ever need more information, you can just pause this video and take a look at my holdings and measure my gains and losses to get an idea as to what the price point is when I got into these shares and mimic those. And for those of you who reached out to me thanking me for my stock tips because you guys ended up making money, consider joining. That would really help me support the channel and support you guys make more money. And who doesn't want to make more money, right? Okay. DT was actually in the red just yesterday and turned green today, and boy did it turn around. It turned green and went all the way up to like almost $800 in profit in just one day. And this is why I like the volatility, because one day you could be losing and the next day you have an out where you're making almost $1,000 and you can absolutely get out of the company if you wanted to. In my case, I plan on holding most of these stocks long term. Since I'm not day trading or swing trading in this portfolio, I'm only acquiring companies that I truly believe in. I don't really lose sleep over the volatility. My end goal in this portfolio is to have fast growing companies that are going to help me get to $1 million by the end of this year. So that's what we're working toward. That's a lot of money, and of course it's not going to be easy, but we are going to do it. We are going to do it together, and this portfolio is going to hit $1 million by the end of this year. And here is Nokia. I'm holding strong. I'm losing money in it. I really believe in their 5G technology, so I'm not too worried. I think Nokia is going to bounce back over the long term. I'm going to scroll down a little more so you guys can see the rest of the portfolio. And here's a stock that I'm also going to get rid of once it breaks even. It's very close to breaking even for me, Airbnb. Once it breaks even, I don't see too much volatility on the upside for this company. So I'm going to be getting rid of it, and I already have the replacement, which I will be talking about once I sell Airbnb. Sndl had a great run today, and for those of you who watched my previous video and jumped in, you guys should be up at least 30 to 40% on this stock. So good job with that, and congratulations if you jumped in when I told you guys to. I just wish I had more shares, as I always do. The problem is that right now I'm sitting on way too much cash, which means I need to get vested in the market once again if this portfolio is going to start growing aggressively. So this is the share that I added to the portfolio today. It's Holicity, and they are a space company. And as you all know, space is starting to become the new trend. So anything space or space related is just blowing up in the stock market. It's a good time to get in. These companies have nowhere to go but up because of the demand. And I'm not going to go over what Holicity exactly does in detail in this video. I can cover that in another video if you guys like, but I think that the company has a lot of potential. Limited downside and a lot of upside potential. So those were my So those were my option and stock holdings. Now let's quickly jump into the crypto. And once again, as you guys can see, I'm holding Doge. I'm almost at break even on Doge. So it seems like Doge has had a run. I'm going to continue to hold it as long as every one of you holds it. I'm still in this and I will continue to hold for as long as everybody else is holding. I don't have a problem. Right below Doge, you guys can see my Bitcoin. My Bitcoin is at the highest that it's ever been, and so is my Ethereum. Doesn't pop up on that screen, so I do have to click it manually to show you guys my holding. So my Ethereum is at 1671, which means it is growing way too fast for my portfolio. I do need to sell some Ethereum because I'm comfortable having Ethereum at roughly around 8% of my portfolio, but right now it's at 10.25, and that's just because the value of Ethereum has gone up so much, so it occupies more of my portfolio. So I will need to sell a little bit of Ethereum as time progresses. I may do that sometime this week. Now that I've covered my portfolio, I want to go over tomorrow's game plan. Tomorrow's game plan for me is to add a little more Holicity, to add a little more SNDL if possible, to add a little more Fun, PHUN, and to add a little more NNDM. And the reason I'm talking about NNDM so much is because they do have a direct offering where they are offering 50% more shares into the market. So they're doubling their share count in the market. And I think the stock price will drop. I have 100 shares right now. I may or may not sell them. I think I'm going to hold them because they haven't moved as of yet. And we know that that is coming sometime mid-February, which means there's going to be an opportunity for us to pick up more NNDM at a discount, hopefully at a discount. So that is why I'm sitting on so much cash. I do want to pump a lot of it into that company as I really believe that their printing technology is second to none. So those are my stock tips for tomorrow. Once again, my name is Hamza and I'll see you guys next video.